Welcome players to growing your DAP impact. Before we dive in, quick show of hands. How many of you have ever felt like your WalkMe program looks a little like this?
Oh yeah, that's a full-blown do not pass go, do not collect $200 situation right there. Ad hoc requests raining in like chance cards, everyone demanding a fix yesterday. And priorities shifting like someone landed on free parking with a stack of cash.
This is what we like to call a chaotic DAP program. It's like you're trapped in Monopoly jail, burning cycles, trying to roll doubles just to move forward. You're reactive, you're overbooked, you're basically mortgaging your sanity.
But we're not here to live on Baltic Avenue. We're not even trying to build a house yet. We're here to build an empire, a fully optimized, data-powered DAP dynasty.
Exactly. Instead of jumping from task to task like someone chasing the get out of jail free card, we want you to have a strategy, a game plan, a playbook.
Look at this. This is what it looks like when your DAP program is running like Park Place. Initiatives are aligned with business goals. You've got data guiding every move, and requests don't throw you off course. They flow through a clearly defined pipeline.
Because when you're in dynasty mode, you're not waiting to react. You're anticipating needs. You're setting up a strategy to win the long game. You're making sharp, smart trades, not just trying to stay afloat.
So here's the deal. We're going to show you how to go from barely collecting rent to owning the whole board. And we've gamified it for you, of course.
Introducing the DAP Dynasty. Every space on this board represents a key part of building a sustainable, scalable, and smart DAP program. Think of it like this: Onboarding Avenue, where new users get guided from day one. Insight Square, where data tells you what's working and what's not. Governance Gardens, a lovely place where chaos goes to die. Automation Alley, where manual processes are replaced with streamlined awesomeness. Adoption Boulevard, because building something is only step one. Getting people to use it is where the real money's at.
And just like Monopoly, you can't just wing it. You need a plan. You need to invest smartly. And yes, you need to make strategic bets. Not every property is worth buying. Not every request is worth saying yes to.
We'll walk you through the key milestones, the common traps. Yes, there is a DAP tax zone, and the power-ups you can use to get further, faster.
We're also going to share some real-world examples from teams just like yours who made the leap from chaos to clarity. And trust us, none of them had to work harder. They just started playing smarter.
Because here's the truth. You're already investing time, energy, and resources into your DAP program. But without strategy, it's like rolling the dice and hoping for the best.
With strategy, you're in control. You're choosing the properties. You're building the hotels. You're making the rules.
So get ready, because whether you're starting at go or already halfway around the board, we're about to show you how to build your very own DAP dynasty.
Let's play.
Every great Monopoly game starts the same way. Setting up the board, picking your tokens, counting out your starting cash. You don't just roll the dice and hope for the best, unless you're really into chaos.
And yet, that's how a lot of DAP programs start. Random requests flying in, no clear goal. People building WalkMe items like they're trying to collect properties without a strategy.
In this phase, we're talking about laying your foundation. This is your boardwalk, your park place. Structure without red tape. Rules without rigidity. A DAP program that plays to win. Stop one, set your strategy, and welcome to Strategy Square. Let's kick things off where every great game begins, Strategy Square. Now picture this. You sit down to play Monopoly and someone says, "There's no winner. We're just here to see what happens." You'd flip the table, right? I know I would. Because Monopoly isn't about activity, it's about winning. You want hotels, passive income, property dominance. There's a plan behind the play.
And yet, this is exactly how a lot of DAP programs operate. A request comes in. Someone needs a tooltip, an automation, a smart walk for the 5th tool this week, and the team jumps into build mode. No one asks questions. But without strategy, you're just chasing tasks. You're collecting colored properties without ever thinking, how do I actually win this game?
So let's change that. Step one, anchor your program to real business goals. Before you roll the dice on another build, ask yourself, what specific problem are we solving? Who benefits from this solution? And what does success actually look like? The answers to those questions are what turn DAP from a feature into a business accelerator.
This is where your mission statement comes into play. We coach teams to write a short, punchy statement that's easy to remember and even easier to align with. Something like, we use DAP to accelerate onboarding and reduce manual errors in our CRM. That's it. That's your guiding light. Every new request, every idea, every shiny distraction, hold it up against this.
We call it your community chest. Every time you open it, you're reminded of what matters. Outcomes, not output. Because in Monopoly, the goal isn't to own everything, it's to own the right things and turn them into a system that works for you.
So before you build your next flow, pause. Ask yourself, does this move me closer to the mission or just add another property I can't afford to manage? If the answer is no, pass on it. Save your resources for a game-winning move. Stop 2. Rally your stakeholders. Pull into stakeholder station. Here's the thing. You might be the token moving across the board, but you're not playing this game alone. Every Monopoly master knows success depends on who you partner with.
Like us. So before you start making bold DAP moves, map your allies. Who are your champions? The ones cheering from the sidelines and unblocking resources. Who's skeptical and needs a little convincing? And who can open doors with leadership level influence?
Then build your pitch. You need a quick, clear answer when someone asks, what is WalkMe and why should I care? Try this. WalkMe helps our teams complete key tasks faster and with fewer mistakes, so we hit our business goals sooner. It's not about features, it's about outcomes. Speak their language, include metrics that matter, and keep it short. Nobody wants to read the rulebook cover to cover.
The sooner you get your stakeholders aligned, the sooner you get out of Monopoly jail. Otherwise, you're moving one square at a time with zero backup plan. Stop 3. Prioritize with purpose. Now entering Priority Plaza. All right, you've got your mission and your players, but where do you invest your energy? Because let's face it, not every project deserves boardwalk real estate.
This is where smart DAP programs start prioritizing like real estate moguls. You want use cases that are painful. Everyone's complaining about them. Visible. Leadership actually notices when you fix them. And measurable. You can prove the ROI. These are your high rent properties.
We use the DAP blueprint here. It's like your property card. Score off your use cases on impact and effort. If something's high impact, low effort, boom, Park Place, build that hotel.
Meanwhile, if it's low impact and a heavy lift, maybe that's Baltic Avenue. Don't waste your energy on that. Pass go, move on.
And collect that $200. Stop 4, build the rules. Welcome to Governance Gardens. Let's talk governance, AKA the rules of the game. Now don't worry, we're not talking IRS level complexity. Governance just means everyone knows how to play and no one's flipping the board when things get tough.
You need clear roles. Who builds content? Who approves it? What's the naming standard? Because nothing kills momentum faster than 12 flows named WalkMe _test _V2 final.
Random last minute requests, that's chaos fuel. But a structured intake process, that's your fire extinguisher. It protects your roadmap, your sanity, and your stakeholders' trust.
And the best part? When people understand the rules, they're more likely to play, not just watch. Stop 5, design for the user, strolling down user lane. This final stop is where strategy meets empathy. Because here's the deal. Your users aren't trying to use WalkMe, they're trying to complete a task, fix a problem, or meet a deadline.
And your job? Make that easier. That means building for them, not the tool. Use console data, session replay, and good old-fashioned feedback to understand where they're getting stuck, what's confusing, and what they're ignoring entirely.
Then simplify. Guide them with just what they need. No more, no less. Nobody needs a 9-step walkthrough to change their email signature. That's a luxury suite on a utility lot.
Your users are trying to win their game. Your DAP program should feel like a bonus, not a barrier.
So there you have it. You've laid your foundation. You've collected your strategy, your stakeholders, and your priorities. Now it's time to scale and do it efficiently. Stop 6. Time is a resource. Welcome to Time Management Terrace. In chaotic mode, your time isn't just limited, it's under siege. You're juggling last-minute requests, maintaining things you've already built, chasing down approvals, and answering slacks like you're on a game show buzzer. And just like in Monopoly, when you're stuck paying rent every turn, it's hard to get ahead.
But here's the shift. In the DAP Dynasty mindset, your time is one of your most valuable currencies. Just like money, you invest it with intention. So how do you do that? 3 words: block, batch, boundaries.
Block strategic time on your calendar. Treat it like a client meeting. That's when you map roadmaps, review performance, or brainstorm reusables.
Batch similar tasks together. Writing copy? Do a bunch at once. Reviewing flows? Set aside an hour. It's the Monopoly equivalent of buying the full color set, so then you can start building hotels.
And yes, set boundaries. Say no to work that doesn't align with your DAP mission, because every yes to the wrong project means saying no to something with way more ROI.
Here's a pro tip. Put a recurring build hour on your calendar. It's non-negotiable. It's not fluff. It's a meeting with future you. And future you wants a clean roadmap and a full night's sleep. Stop 7, reuse and repurpose, Efficiency Avenue. Now we enter Efficiency Avenue, where the motto is build once, win repeatedly. If you're treating every request like it's your first time building, you're wasting effort. And that's like paying full price for every property every single time.
Templates are your power-ups. Think field validation modules, announcement banners, training flows. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just need to clone the car.
Build a content asset library with modular components like smart tips, ready-to-go smart walkthrough skeletons, and ready-to-use messaging templates.
And don't forget about WalkMe workflows. These are your developer-grade cheat codes. They save time, keep things consistent, and scale your impact faster than a lucky roll of doubles.
When your team can grab, tweak, and launch, you're no longer just building, you're deploying at scale. That's how you shift from street vendor to board owner.
Stop 8. Automate your ops. Welcome to Automation Avenue. All right, now let's talk about leveling up with automation. Because the secret to Monopoly isn't just owning properties. It's getting paid every time someone lands on them.
And in DAP, that means making the platform work for you. Don't waste time running the same report every week. Automate it. Don't manually monitor usage. Track it in dashboards.
I'm excited to share your automation toolkit with you. It includes dashboards, which provide custom views aligned to your DAP goals, insights, where you can identify trends, filter user behaviors, and prioritize based on real usage data, and stories, which automatically turn your processes into step-by-step build guides.
When your data is on demand, you spend less time convincing people and more time collaborating with them.
This is how you stop playing the game on foot and start riding the railroad. Fast, scalable, automated.
Stop 9, lean on the community. Welcome to Community Corner. Our final stop on the efficiency track is Community Corner, because let's be honest, there's no reason to build from scratch if someone else has already solved it.
The WalkMe community is packed with step-by-step guides, use case libraries, technical how-tos, and creative inspiration from other DAP professionals around the world. It's like being handed a full deck of chance cards, but they're all good ones.
And don't forget your secret weapon, your CSM, your enablement team, your WalkMe peers. Tap into their knowledge. Ask them, what's working for other teams? How did they approach this? Is there a faster or a better way?
We're part of your resource pack. Call us, email us, tag us. We want to help you build that DAP empire.
Remember, Monopoly isn't just about playing, it's about winning smart. And no one wins alone.
You've set your strategy, you've organized the chaos. It's time to talk about how you win with influence, visibility, and lasting business value. Because in Monopoly, it's not about how many turns you take. It's about who's left standing with the most influence, the most income, and the most control of the board.
And in DAP, winning means making your impact visible. It means getting recognition. It means your work is driving real business outcomes, and people know it. Stop 10. Define what winning looks like in Victory Vision Square. Every great Monopoly player knows the end goal. Dominate the board, collect all the cash, and make it impossible for anyone to ignore your presence. Same thing with DAP. You can't win if you don't know what winning looks like. So step 1, ask yourself and your stakeholders, what are we solving for? And what does success actually look like?
Maybe it's reducing onboarding time by 40%, eliminating 100 monthly support tickets, or getting 95% of employees to complete compliance workflows. Those aren't just nice numbers. Those are business wins. But how do you frame that value in a way that makes sense to the business?
This is where the 4Ps value framework comes in. It helps you build a clear, compelling story around your DAP goals by breaking them into 4 parts.
The first P, problem. What pain are we addressing? For example, employees take too long to onboard and often make mistakes in our CRM. Second P, possible. What could things look like if we solved it? For example, if we streamline onboarding reps faster and avoid data errors. Next P, probable. What's the likely outcome if we implement this solution well? For example, we'll reduce onboarding time by 40% and improve CRM accuracy. And the final P, provable. How can we prove the impact? For example, we'll track onboarding completion time, error rates, and time to first close.
This framework turns your DAP program into a business narrative. You're not just building flows, you're solving real problems, forecasting real outcomes, and backing it up with real evidence.
So before you roll out another smart walkthrough or jump on a build request, step back and walk it through the 4 Ps. If you can't clearly identify the problem, the possible future, the probable result, and the provable ROI, it's probably not worth building.
When people know what winning looks like, they're more likely to play to win. You shift the conversation from, can you build this, to here's the outcome we're driving. That's when your DAP program starts earning strategic influence. Stop 11, show your stats in reporting row. All right, you've got your scoreboard, now it's time to show your stats. Not all numbers are equal. You want metrics that speak business.
We're not talking about saying this smart walkthrough had 2,000 views. We're talking about this helped 2,000 users complete a core process 50% faster, saving 300 hours of manual effort and reducing escalation tickets by 25%.
Boom. That's how you go from being seen as a tool expert to a strategic business partner.
Use dashboards to visualize usage trends, flow analytics to expose completion rates and times between those using WalkMe and those not, and even content tagging to organize your content by specific workflows. Think of it like building a hotel, not just owning the land, but making it profitable. Your data is your rent.
Good DAP teams use numbers. Great DAP teams use narratives powered by numbers.
Stop 12. Celebrate and share wins, win lane. This one's fun and honestly overlooked. Wins don't matter if nobody knows about them. So when something goes right, celebrate it like you just bankrupted someone on Boardwalk.
Turn your DAP wins into company wins. Post screenshots on Slack. Drop metrics into newsletters. Bring shoutouts to team meetings. Make it a moment.
Celebrate. Better yet, highlight the collaborators who helped. Did HR champion a new onboarding workflow? Did sales buy into process guidance? Put them in the spotlight.
Why? Because celebration creates visibility. Visibility builds credibility. And credibility gets you invited to the strategic table, not just the, can you fix this tooltip table?
Stop 13. Make DAP a habit. Dynasty Drive. Here's the true end game. Your DAP program becomes baked in to how your business operates. Not an add-on, not an afterthought. A core component of digital execution.
When new tools roll out, they ask, where's the WalkMe support? When processes change, people say, let's make it easy with a smart walkthrough. When execs look at adoption, they're reading your dashboard.
You become the bridge between technology and behavior. You're integrated with onboarding, change management, tool rollouts, learning and development, operations, and more.
And that's a dynasty. When WalkMe isn't just something your company has, it's how your company wins.
So whether you're just passing go, halfway through your roadmap, or already scaling fast, remember, Monopoly is a game of strategy, efficiency, and influence. And so is DAP.
You've got the tools, you've got the playbook. Now it's time to own the board.
From chaos to clarity, from one-off builds to business outcomes, from scattered efforts to
a fully operational, unstoppable, revenue-driving DAP dynasty.
Let's roll.